through the Ministry of Cooperative and MSME Development, welcomes Yara participation in local agriculture by supporting thousands of MSMEs across the country. These include distributors, retailers, and stockists through capacity building, support programs, getting top tracing and fertilizer to farmers through these entrepreneurs. MSME needs the skills and management competence to operate in the current business environment and increase their impact on local communities. The Yara program in Kenya aligns with the government vision to boost the youth and women-led enterprises, strengthen food security, improve nutrition, spur innovation, facilitate economic development, create new jobs in the agricultural sector. Ladies and gentlemen, the government also wants to increase agricultural production by addressing the cost of farming inputs, including fertilizer, pesticides, seeds, and animal feeds, their quality and access to them. To further enhance national security, food security, the government is revitalizing the agricultural cooperatives in the dairy sector, coffee, tea, fishing, maize, cotton, and edible oils. A multi-agency team has been established to assist in distribution of subsidized fertilizer to farmers in the coming long rain planting season. The multi-agency team has already identified 21 counties to benefit from this fertilizer subsidy program. We believe production will bring down the cost of living by increasing farmers' earnings per acre, and I'm really encouraged by the last speaker who acknowledged that their pockets are full, courtesy of Yara. And this is very exciting. It's my desire and prayer that all of you, all the Kenyan farmers, will also make the same pronouncement in the near future. We believe that greater availability of agricultural products in the markets will reduce the prices for consumers. Our desire as an administration is to invest in production, to empower stockists and distributors who are seated in this room, as opposed to empowering traders who are importing foodstuff. We want Kenyan farmers to benefit. We want to save our dollar. We want to assure our citizens of food security. So for us, we want to go down to the farmer to ensure that we produce enough for ourselves as a country and even for export. Despite the significant role of coffee in our economy, coffee production has continued declining over the years from as high as 130,000 metric tons in 1989 to 51,843 metric tons in 2022. This is attributed to a myriad of challenges, including unaffordable farm inputs and credit, ever-reducing areas under coffee. When you go to coffee growing areas in Nairobi, Kiambu, and Murang'a, and many of those upcoming urbanized counties, the land available for coffee is diminishing. There is also the challenge of lack of agronomy and extension services. And I'm happy to report to you, the other week, courtesy of Yara and Cooperative Bank, I was able to visit Colombia, a neighboring country to Mr. Perez. Very nice country. In the case of wheat and rice, for example, the government believes that Kenya can produce more to meet the country's annual consumption needs. Kenya's dependence on imported food is unacceptable when we have the capacity to produce more for consumption and export. For example, we have a rice deficit of more than 500,000 metric tons. Importing this amount costs us 30 billion shillings. Regarding wheat, we produce less than 500,000 tons against the annual consumption of 1 million tons, as shown in the data from our Kenya National Bureau of Statistics. We need to address the high production cost and low prices, and this is where the new skills have been acquired, which is coming in handy. On maize, which is our main staple food, we produce our demand is approximately 52 million bags. Our farmers are only able to produce 40 million bags, meaning year in, year out, we have a deficit of 12 million bags. It is our desire and hope, by investing in subsidized farming, fertilizer, and inputs, we will be able to breach the cap of 12 million bags and take away the shame of always suffering and complaining of food insecurity. And I want to believe our MSMEs, who are part and parcel of my ministry's mandates, have now gained knowledge, not just on farm inputs, but also on managing their small enterprises. As a government, we will ride on this initiative and keep on pushing further and learning and building lessons from this initiative. So that is exactly what has happened. We have over 500 Kenyan MSMEs in this tent who have gone through an intense training. And I want to believe tomorrow will not be the same for them. Tomorrow we will be rolling out the next phase of the Hustler Fund, targeting the MSMEs, individual businesses, a total of 1 billion shillings. Is now going to be released into the system, and we want to believe these MSMEs, when they join and on board on this platform, they will all benefit. The program is organized to support all MSMEs in various sectors from 10,000 shillings to 200,000 shillings. We were actually overall doing 55%. As we speak today, we have crossed over 65%. The growth and the response and the repayment by Kenyans is overwhelming, and I really want to thank the hustlers for being truthful to this initiative. I am projecting that by end of June, we'll have crossed 80% repayment. So I do not have the right numbers, but we are reducing, we are improving. The allocation through this budget of 2023-2024, we already used almost 12 billion shillings on the initial product, the personal loan. We are now rolling out the second product, targeting MSMEs and also individual businesses. So it is a progressive drawdown by the various targeted groups. Soon we will be also doing the startup. And our challenge has been training and lending to people who may not have knowledge on running their businesses.
Right. So we need to be creative on how we enable these value chains. Capital is a challenge for farmers, but also for small businesses. How we create spaces along with governments. First, governments can create a conducive environment and unlock potential funding, and we can play our part by supporting these initiatives, educating, training, development and knowledge transfer. Together with good products and digital services, we can enable a conducive value chain that ultimately de-risks the capital investment that's required to do these initiatives.
We are preparing the way and the foundation for rural economic transformation. Our government is serious in creating jobs at the last mile. So what you see here today is that the 500 stockists that are graduating today are agents of change. What they have learned, they will put in practice to be able to touch millions of farmers, not only to improve their productivity, which, as we have all heard, we need to get food secure. So that's the first foundation. Secondly, the skills they have learned, they will grow their businesses. So they will create employment opportunities within their own ecosystem as MSMEs and prepare the way for even them to tap into the Hustler Fund. So because having skills and managing business requires those skills. So I think it is a very ripe moment for them to tap into opportunities that are coming their way, be it from other financing institutions be it from the government, be it from the donors. So it's the foundation. And our goal is that we will continue supporting more cohorts so that we build that transformation in the rural areas. We want jobs to be there. We want the farmers to be part of that transformation that the government wants to be food secure. And it's our commitment that through our knowledge, we will provide across knowledge through various crops and various value chains to be able to see that transformation. But we need the agents of change, who we have seen the cohort here graduating today.